All right, we're here with another video of my portfolio update. As I've said before, we're adding 125 bucks to this account, but I also started adding 125 to my Fidelity account, and actually I jump started it, so I put a few $1,000s into that account. We'll get into that here shortly, but let's talk about my M1 Finance account. So let's take a look. In my M1 Finance account, I plan to be buying $125 every single week. I typically transfer the money every Sunday, and then Monday morning it will go ahead and do the purchase. I have not signed up for the M1 Plus, which allows me to do two different purchase times, whether it's in the morning or afternoon. Maybe later on I'll probably do something like that, but right now I'm content with what's going on. What I have done here is actually added a new fund. So we had 22 funds in my account: SCHD, JEPQ, VOO, VTI, so forth and so on. The one we've added here, or the one I've added here, is actually Starbucks. Okay, I figured if we shop there, why not have their stock? I'm down 70 cents, not a big deal. What I'm more looking at for Starbucks is their dividend yield, which is 2.21%. Overall, Starbucks has gone up, right? 5 years ago, we're at 63.08, and now, 94 bucks. So it's up 30 something dollars or 30 bucks or whatever. It's somewhat of a growth stock, but I'm also doing it for the dividend. So that's new to the portfolio. I'm pretty excited to have that one here. I think I've said before in my videos, I'm going to do probably 25 in this portfolio and then go from there. So far, when it comes to the dividends earned, since I've started this account back on November 29th of 23, it says it right here, I've earned $2.60 in dividends. That sounds like garbage, right? But let me tell you something. Everything counts. I'll tell you why. Because when I look over at the funding history or the activity, when I look at the activity, it shows my trades, right? I started with 500 bucks, 125 bucks here, and you can see my dividends getting deposited. So 34 cents from JEPQ, 14 cents from JEPI, Charles Schwab, 52 cents, Realty Income Corp, 9 cents, Waste Management, 8 cents, Coca-Cola, 16 cents, and then you got my buy. So my next buy will be on Sunday, the 24th, for my next purchase. Well, it'll actually be the day after. So if the day after is Christmas, the stock market's closed, my purchase will go in on the 26th. So this is just showing what it's done. I typically do 125 bucks, but the dividends were reinvested. That's why it says 127.07, and that's where we're at for now. So I'm excited with what this portfolio is doing. As of right now, I'm up $11.54 for the gains. I've also gained $2.60 in dividends. Now, what I want to show you is my mutual funds that I've also purchased. So not only am I putting money into my M1 Finance, I started a Fidelity account, and I'm looking at 3 different funds. Okay, so let's take a look at that. All right, so the first Fidelity fund we have is FZROX. This is the Total Market Index Fund, and it has 2,647 holdings in it. Right here. Shows you the top ones here. Okay. So this fund here, since it came out, has averaged 10.5% in returns, which is pretty good. The last 5 years, 11.83%. Okay. This one here is a pretty good fund. I like this fund. With this fund here, if I put $100 into it, $60 is being allocated to the FZROX, the Total Market Index Fund. I really like this fund. The growth on this is phenomenal. If I back out here and then look at the max table for FZROX, when it first came out, August 3rd of 2018, it was $10.04. Since then, COVID happened. It flew down all the way to $8. And then obviously it's grown, and then it came back a little bit, and then it's at $16.61. So pretty good growth in this fund, and also has a small dividend. But this is a growth mutual fund. The next one I have is this large cap FNILX fund with Fidelity. It's also another zero fund where you don't pay any fees for it. This one here pretty much tracks the S&P 500. It has 519 holdings in it as of right now. Okay, so this one here makes up about 30% of my portfolio. So if I put $100, $60 goes to FCROX, $30 is going to FNILX in this fund. So this is a pretty nice one as well. Let's take a look and see what it's done. The inception of this one came out September 14th of 2018 at $10.01. If you would have started there, it went down in COVID, down to $8, went up, and now it's at $16.85 as of yesterday or today of closing. Another nice fund. I mean, the year-to-date return on this has been 21, 22%. It's pretty good. My last Fidelity fund that I just funded is an international one, and this one actually is FSPSX. It has 807 holdings. I consider this a small cap. Mid cap, 1,000 to 1,500 funds. Large cap, 2,500 or more. So this is also a nice one. Let's take a look and see what it's done. This is international ones, right? So let me backtrack a little bit. International stocks, Nova, Nestle, Shell, Toyota, everything that's international. 807 companies are in this fund. All right, so since this one came out back in 2011, okay, at $30.25. It hasn't went up a lot, but we can kind of see what it's done. It's grown. So if you would have put this in there 12 years ago, your money into it, you would have, one and a half extra money, which isn't bad, but it's going to grow. So 10% of my $100 or whatever, $1,000, whatever I'm putting in here is going to this. So with these three Fidelity funds, 60% here, 30% here, 10% here, which equals 100. Okay. Next, what I want to show you is the Dividend Tracker. So the Dividend Tracker here shows what I have so far. So I have over $4,000 into my between Fidelity and M1 Finance. M1 Finance being the smaller amount here, and then $3,600 is in Fidelity. So overall, with what I have in these funds, with these current holdings, it shows 26. Overall, my annual income as of right now is $102.59 based on this dollar amount. Doesn't sound like a lot. My December income is $57.18. I get that in my sleep. I don't have to work for it. I don't have to do anything. My dividend yield average is 2.44%. It's lower now. It was like in the 4s, I believe, or high 4s. But since I've added those Fidelity mutual funds, the dividend yield on those are very minimal because those are my growth funds that are going to grow. So if we look at the payout calendar here, it shows what's being paid out for December. December is the biggest month. And December is the biggest month because of these Fidelity accounts. Right here, and right here. $40.04 are coming from the Fidelity accounts. Oh, one of them is the other Fidelity account. Schwab, Coca-Cola, Realty Income, and Waste Management. $15 there. So it's not bad. I love this. Dividend Tracker is awesome. It's $100 a year. You're not using it, you probably should. Really keeps track of everything. I don't have to do anything manual. I don't have to start an Excel spreadsheet to do this. I mean, it's great. So I'm very open and honest with what's going on here. It just shows everything that's being paid out. This is what I'm getting. The only thing I don't like about these once a year deposits for dividends for these mutual funds, it's literally once a year. So let's say I was 6 years old and I'm going to retire. Well, I want funds that are going to pay me monthly, like JEPI, JEPQ, Realty Income Corp, instead of quarterly. Because what's going to happen is, let's say I have $1 million in my account, and I have an 8% average return, that's $80,000 that I get a year. Well, what if one month I don't get any money? It's I have to budget for 3 months if it's quarterly. That's gonna suck. So later on, I'll probably revisit this and look for funds or dividends that are gonna pay me every single month. That way I have a check coming in every single month later on in life. You know, besides Social Security and whatever else I'm getting. But this thing here, this Dividend Tracker, this is a blessing. The guy that created it's awesome. He has a YouTube channel. And I mean, this thing is great. So I'm excited. Let's click Fidelity here. It shows what Fidelity's doing. $66.76 is the annual income. With M1 Finance, it's very minimal because there's not much money in there. $35.83. All portfolios, we put them together, and there it is, $102.59. I appreciate everyone watching my channel, watching my videos. I love finance. I just love it. I wish they taught this in school. They don't. Okay, so if you want to learn, keep following my journey. I'm putting $125 a week in M1 Finance. I did splurge a little bit and put like $3,500 in Fidelity a few days ago or last week. I wanted to jumpstart it. I'm probably going to be putting $125 into the Fidelity account as well, and so that'll be $250 a week. I'll probably be doing $1,000 a month. Not too sure yet. Maybe I'll do a little more. But other than that, you know, I'm excited for this journey and what's going on. It's awesome to be able to invest and be financially free as you get older. I'm going to give you a bit of advice before I end this chat today. If you're 18, 19 years old and you want to become an everyday millionaire, what you need to do is set aside 15% of your income and invest it. So for every $100 you get $15 and invest it in the market. The market's not going anywhere. It's not going to crash. If the market crashes, that means all the companies in the United States is going to crash. You think the people are going to let that happen? That's never going to happen. There's going to be some years where it's going like this, right? But eventually it always goes like this. It always goes up. So scared money doesn't make money. And it's not timing the market, or I'm going to trade stocks every day. It's time in the market. I said this in my last video, and I probably said this in my other video. It's not timing the market, it's time in the market. So please invest in yourself. There's too many people that are elderly and older, and even my age, I'm 38, that don't have a penny saved, and they're going to struggle, and they're going to rely on the government. Right? So do your own, and that's probably 90% of people, unfortunately. But invest in yourself. Pay yourself. As I've said, you pay your power bill. You pay everybody else. Why not pay yourself as well? You go work, you make that money. If you only make $25,000 a year, 30 grand a year, it's minimum wage. I know it's hard. It's a struggle. But let me tell you something. If you can put away 10% of that money and you invest it in a nice growth mutual fund, in 30 years, you'll become a millionaire. So that 18-year-old, by the time he's 48, 38, 48, you'll become a millionaire. Look at dividend, look at growth calculators, look at all this stuff. There's so many tools out there. And I want to be able to help as many people as I can. That's why I started doing these finance videos. I'm pretty educated with it. I feel like I know what I'm doing, and I want to spread the word that you can do it too. If I can do it, you can do it. So, I'm going to be very transparent with my portfolio and what I'm doing with both Fidelity and M1 Finance. And I just started these. I just jump-started a little faster than probably most people. But it's going to do well. There's going to be times where the market's not doing that great. There's going to be times where it's doing good. Let's see here. Look at the returns here. There's not much money in here because I've spread this out. For every $100, $15 goes into this one. And then $5 in these ones, $3 in RITM, $4 in JPM, or JP Morgan, $4 goes into this. If we're looking at easy numbers, $100, $4 goes into here. It's small increments, right? Because I'm spreading it out through 25 or 24 holdings, 23 holdings, whatever there is here. You can see what's not doing good today. Okay, that's fine, but majority are green. People are going to kick themselves in the butt for not starting early. I wish I would have started at 18 years old. I didn't have any money at 18 years old. So, you know, it's never too late to start. If you have a question or you want to reach out, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'll gladly help you out. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. Got any questions? Let's go. Man, this is fun. I'm excited to share the journey with you guys, with everybody watching, any age, any person. I love doing this. So I really appreciate your time. Like I said earlier, like, subscribe, comment. Have a good day, or actually have a good night. It's almost 8 p.m. here. Christmas is around the corner. If I don't do a video by then, Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday. I hope you enjoy everything with your family and you get all the presents that Santa Claus is going to bring you. Until next time, thank you so much. Let's continue the journey, and I'm going to be transparent, and I hope you enjoy the video. Take care. Thank you.